Producer spotlight, we in this motherfucker. Let's get it.
We always swore that we wouldn't start like that.
No, I just said that just for the, he can chop it right there. Now we're starting.
Nah, Amazon's lit because you can order
Same day.
sex toys same day, so
Yeah.
your desires won't diminish by the time you want to go buy it. You'll still have the desire
When
once they arrive.
When they dropped same day, I couldn't believe it. I was like,
Same
I
day
was so
shipping.
excited for
It's
next
crazy.
day.
I seen this electrical topper. It gives you top. You just can sit there.
Is it called electrical topper, or are you referring to it as the
Nah,
electrical
it's
topper?
like I don't know, like some Gawk 9000 shit. You just sit it there.
They've had the Gawk 9000 for 9 years. They must
Real
have the
rap.
Gawk 11,000 by now.
Real rap.
I saw that shit. It was like $50. Fuck that.
Worth every
God.
penny.
I feel like if I'm using that, I'm like, I have an addiction. You know?
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah. What if you put it on a schedule?
Nah, I'll overthink it and think I have a problem or something.
It's too at disposal.
So, you just got back from tour.
Yep. Went to India, Turkey, Russia. People were mad I went to Russia. They were saying I was... my visa doesn't expire yet, so I don't want to even say nothing that could ban me from there because I love that. I love it there. But people were mad I went there, DMing me saying like, I don't know, all this bad shit about Russia, and I was just like, I don't know. I think we're being lied to. It was a cool place.
Where'd you go?
Just to Moscow for like 2 nights. I wish I could stay longer. India was cool. India was eye-opening because I posted it and people are getting butthurt what I posted, but Americans don't realize how good they have it at all.
At all.
It's a bunch of whining crybabies in this country, and you go to India and you see kids shitting on the floor, like little babies. People are in my DMs like, oh, there's people shitting on the floor in America. I'm like, bro, these were full families living on a bridge in 110 degrees.
Real rap.
And it's just like, there's no resource. And not only that, the people that are in place, and there's a hella people everywhere.
Right.
But other than that, it's a beautiful country, and the people are good people, and you feel relatively safe there.
Mm-hmm.
And
What part were you in, if you remember?
I was in Delhi.
Yep. That's where I was at when I was out there.
in
New Delhi.
I was in Bangalore or Bangalore. My bad, Bangalore, and then Mumbai.
Did you get the opportunity to go to the Taj Mahal or no?
Nah, I didn't really go sightseeing because we didn't have enough time. Because when you're touring like that, it's like there's shows every night and flights every night. So I'd be in Mumbai one night and I'm flying to Bangalore the next day, and then landing and then DJing that night, going to sleep as early as possible, to wake up early as possible, to go to the airport and have all my stuff packed, make sure I'm not leaving nothing at the airport. And then now we're in Delhi. And then you land in Delhi, you're rushing to the hotel, checking in, shower, nap, sound check, show, back to the airport, flying to Turkey the next day. Then you get 3 days off in Turkey. Then you fly out to Russia. Then it's show. And then I went to the airport right after the concert.
Wow.
So I landed the day before, fell asleep, like chilled for a second.
Yeah.
I drove around the next day before the show, and then we saw some things, and then did the show, and I flew out back to home.
Wow.
That same night. So I didn't really sleep for that whole I don't like to sleep on airplanes either, but yeah. So it's more of like, people are like, oh, you get to travel, it's really fun, but it's work. At the end of the day, it's work. It's not vacation. You don't really have downtime to do anything.
Is that mostly the formula for, how many years have you, I remember, what did this start, like this Pump tour that's been going on has been like the last 3 years?
Yeah, like almost 3 years. And yeah, that's always the formula. There was this one trip where we had like 10 days off in Spain, and damn, have I been getting hit in the head too much? Can't even think.
You've just gone too many places.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like, what's that place? I don't know. It's over there. Marbella, Spain. We had 10 days off in Marbella, Spain. So that was cool. Like, it was like vacation there.
Yeah.
We had like this cool Airbnb with a pool, and Nah, tour's cool. It's you see a lot of things. The biggest thing is like, you see the world. People think that the world is so much different everywhere, but it's so the same. You land there and it's like such the same as every place. Like, and it's not what you think it is every time. Like, I've been to Saudi Arabia and Middle Eastern countries, and there's not much of a difference than here, except the way like maybe they dress, but people think it's super bizarre or something. I mean, I guess when you get to like Thailand or like those type of countries, what you notice is like everything's cheaper and like, but if the people are cool and there is more poverty and stuff, but the people are super chill and everyone's much more happy here. It feels like in America, there's people with a bunch of things, but they're unhappy.
Right.
That's one thing you notice. But other than that, it's all the same shit.
Do you think
everywhere.
With the locations that you're going to being like bigger cities and the short time you have there, do you think it gives enough time to get an understanding of the culture?
Yeah, because I was in Saudi Arabia for 4 days, so I got to go to this place. We went and got outfits, and we do a bunch of stuff there in some places, but India, I mean, you can't even avoid the culture
At all.
Yeah. I mean, you could be there for 1 day and you're gonna feel the culture. Even in Russia, like, you could see the difference. You could feel it feels a little different, but it's people, buildings, and motion happening.
Right.
You know, it's the same
100%.
shit everywhere, just different in different forms. I don't know.
When you first, I remember when we first talked, when you were considering starting these tours with Pump, when he first asked you, and I remember you weren't sure if you were going to go on them or not. What's the most significant thing that touring has influenced your life with?
I felt like before I went touring, I felt like I was, in a sense, like spiritually sick. I remember I would call a guy up and tell him like how unhappy I was in life, and like I was sober. I'm still sober. So I was sober at 2 years sober, and I was like really unhappy in life, but I was also scared to go touring or scared really to do anything. And then going touring just opened up, like, I felt like I had a spiritual awakening, and on airplanes, particularly, I would be on the airplane. There was this one Turkish flight, and I couldn't log on to the Wi-Fi because it needed, at the time, Turkish Airlines only like allowed you to have like use a credit card, but I didn't have a credit card on me. I only had debit cards. And so I had no Wi-Fi and only movies, and I didn't really want to watch the movie, and I just like read spiritual literature the whole time, and like, I've had a lot of these moments of like spiritual awakenings on airplanes, or just being overseas and feeling mentally free. Yeah, I did get that, and ever since then, I just started like really feeling the presence of God in places, and you get to meet people. I've met a lot of people overseas, and like, I mean, in Europe, like the culture is like, they like to sit on the streets and they chill and stuff. And we watched this, and we were in Italy, and we watched this soccer game that was going on. It was like a big soccer game, and the streets were filled up, and like me, Pump, and everyone were just sitting like a random in the public, and people are just vibing with us, and we're all watching the game. We're like, and it's just like you meet people and we hang out with them, and you talk to people, and you get to make these random relationships.
Yeah.
And I even follow some of the people I've met on there, and then we end up going back to a lot of the same countries and the same places, and you can reconnect. So I've gotten to build friendships and just see that, like, I don't know, there's this beauty in life I see on these trips.
So raw dogging a flight was the biggest.
It's a spiritual experience, yeah, because it forced me to like read books. I have like a books app, and I bring books with me on the plane, and I had no choice but to like. What I did is I just read the book and started like and talking to God and stuff, and just, you know, there's always uncertainties in life and in my life, and on those planes, I like to really think about them and like analyze what's going on, because you have nothing to do.
Right.
You know, sometimes the Wi-Fi goes out, so you're just sitting there. There's like, I've been on 15-hour flights. I just did a 15-hour flight to India, you know, and I'm just sitting there like looking at stuff, looking at people, just like asking, how did I end up in this position?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All because fucking Fruity Loops, you know?
It's insane, bro.
Fruity Loops and just fucking being bored. I don't know.
It's insane.
Did you your DJing, being able to DJ was a beneficial tool for you for production because you were able to provide an additional service. You told me that that was something you used to be able to get in with a lot of the artists you wanted to work with. When did you decide or recognize that you wanted to DJ to use that as a way to get close to artists as well and provide that service?
So I met Pump in like 2017, and I never DJ'd in my life, never had a plan of it. And but I knew Pump was kind of popping off at the time. And then we made that Molly song this one night, and then his people asked me if I wanted to go on tour, if I could DJ, and I just lied. I'd never even touched the DJ equipment. I just said, yeah, I could DJ. I thought it would be like a tour in 3 weeks, but they told me in 2 days. So I went the next day and I bought like a DJ thing. Luckily, my homie G Nils knew how to DJ, so he like came over and taught me some stuff. And then I went to San Francisco with Lil Pump and then DJ'd for him. And he emphasized that get on the mic and yell. And I was really scared to get on a mic because like I hide behind the computer screen, make beats, but it's like at that time I just wanted it so bad. I was like, fuck it, I'll yell. So I had to do like 30 minutes of DJing before he came out. And I really didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. Like, I can't DJ that well, like, for a club. There's no way. But, because I've tried to do that, like, I sound check. I'll try to, like, do some club DJing, mixing songs in, and it's like, I mess up a lot. So then I just started DJing, and then there was times at the observatory over in Santa Ana where all these rappers would come through. Me and G Nils would either DJ for the observatory for, like, 20 minutes before, so we'd be backstage and meeting rappers and shit, but really it was me like just being around there, like being out there and fucking with like small rappers. That was my thing at the time. But small rappers then were like blowing up compared to now. Like the little rapper with some clout now, it's like I don't know if that's gonna turn anything. Right, it's not the same. Exactly. It's not the same game. Like we made meme songs. You know what I'm saying? Right. At the time, and made funny songs like that were funny, relatively funny, and now we're traveling the world. So I don't know if that is still possible. You know?
As a DJ, especially when you're DJing your own music, does it feel good being able to hype up a crowd to your own records as opposed to just being a producer that might be out in the crowd like, oh, wow, that's my song playing right now, but you're actually being able to play a role in getting the crowd excited to your own records?
Yeah, but like at this point, like being older and then doing it for so many, like I remember the first few times, I mean, that shit was incredible. But at the same time, it was like such a fast-paced life back in 2017, 18 and DJing and going, and this is like Pump was blowing up crazy and it was crazy in airports and the shows, and it was like a new experience for all of us. But now it's not. I'm like numb to it. It's just like another thing. You know.
But is Pump still that crazy, same crazy person on tour?
He still performs crazy. He's an alien. Like I don't know how he doesn't get tired either. I mean, we'd had to do like an hour and a half in Russian. He's jumping around, and he's just dripping in sweat. And I'm like, dude, I'm just standing there, and I'm already like, dang.
Yeah, I'm already burnt. Like
some fans.
I'm yelling hard though. I end up losing my voice.
Does that get, by the way, when I see artists like screaming, I was just at this Pierce the Veil concert and I was watching these rock artists and I always wonder like how they can go back to back to back touring. Has your voice gotten adjusted to being able to hype the crowd day after day after day?
No, I lose it every night. My voice goes away. I get like a sore throat, but I'm screaming. I mean, like think about the song Boss. It's like, Paquet, man. Yeah. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3, go. But like even more, like I'm like, hands up. Like during the song, you're just doing random things, like, but yelling really hard. And then in between or before he comes out, like hyping them up, like, you say the city you're in, or are y'all ready for it? But you're saying it pretty loud. I don't think I have to scream that loud, but I always assume I have to because I don't know. But also you want to mask the sound, the real sound of your voice. Or like Moscow, the fucker, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
so take it. I was curious, bro, because this dynamic is interesting. If you can go a little back to the origin, and just speaking of your transition from where you were at to where you are now, can you speak on the early days of just coming in the game, finding your way to then going down your journey you're at now through sobriety? Give a little bit of background on that, just for the viewers.
I mean, I started off, dude, I was making beats for like homies and shit, and then I started using drugs with some of the homies and shit, and we weren't even going crazy like that, but I was making money from SoundClick, selling beats online. It was a cheat code, man. Like, you could make a bunch of money online. I never even thought about getting a big song. I was like, I'm making good-ass money. I don't even care about a rapper.
Yeah.
I didn't care because I was making such good money as a 19-year-old or whatever, you know, 18, no diploma, you know? And eventually, like, my life, it was weird and it's tricky because my life kept getting better the more drugs I was doing.
Right.
And then I started getting placements, but some reason I started doing more drugs and I was having less money but making more money. Like,
It was like a,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
like,
and it kept being
wow.
like that, and then the songs kept getting bigger and shit. And,
Yeah.
But like, dude, I don't even know, like, if I at that point I think that I don't even know if I liked what I was doing because like the grind kind of stopped. I wasn't doing it as much as to when I was in mom's house by myself, just trying to come up, make some bread. I was really focused then, and then somewhere down the line, like girls, drugs, I lost focus, but I was still making it happen somehow. I was getting so blessed, right?
Right.
It was not my own doing, seriously, because it shouldn't have went the way it went. I would say for producers, if you have a rapper homie that's blowing up, or if you're relatively already got some clout and coming up with a rapper, and you guys are getting hundreds of thousands or millions of plays, you should definitely be his DJ if you can, because now you're gonna always have first dibs with that rapper. Because you're always gonna be around him. He always wants you to DJ. But
That's a gem.
if you don't do that, you're robbing yourself. Because I don't know. And it's extra money.
Right. What was that first?
And you get to
placement
see
for
the
you?
world. You know, why would you not do
Right.
that? You want to, like, but I don't know. But then it's hard to balance music, making beats at the time. I remember when I was touring early on, I stopped making as much beats because I was touring when I was younger. When it was 2017, I was on the planes and we were going all these places and we had a bus tour. Like, there's no making beats. It's like, plus it's your first time in some of these states. So I'm like, fuck beats, you know?
Exactly. It's like, bro, you just absorbing and having fun.
You start touching some grass and you're like, bro, fuck the computer.
Yeah,
that shit is
like,
boring
bro,
as
shit
fuck.
boring.
How much is music really made on tour? Because I know a lot of producers try to pop out to all these events and festivals happening to
Not
try to
much.
lock with an artist.
Not much music made on tours. Because everyone's like, bro, fuck music. Like, I want to enjoy what my music gave me. Yeah, and
Of this whole last few years of touring,
Wow.
do you recall any, even if they're not yours, do you recall any significant records that's come out of any of these tours?
nah. We didn't make nothing. I mean, one time in like Thailand, Bali, I remember making songs, but I don't think those songs dropped. Really, Pump's making really good music with Smoke Perp lately, and it's like amazing. So I think when they're gonna drop a little album, and that's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, we've been making stuff for that, but not on tour. It's too chaotic. You just want to sleep. Like any moment you could sleep, you want to sleep. It's really tiring. It hurts your body. Yeah, it's tiring.
Speaking of that Pump Perp resurgence,
Yeah, that's fire.
do you see yourself injected into that situation, being such an influential producer in that era, seeing Pump and Perp back together? Do you have desire even to be a part of working on projects with them?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working with them. We've made a couple songs, but I don't know. I think I'm in a place because, like, I don't know if I'm lazy, because I don't know. I think that I have a lot of discipline regarding other areas.
Yeah.
So I can't call myself lazy, and I don't know if it's a lack of desire, maybe. But I don't really. It's hard to want to make beats, and sometimes I don't know if it's because maybe I got to force myself, and like the thing I told you, just open the computer and try, and maybe the motivation will come through. But I believe that if that was the case, I don't think that's how it works. I think that I mean, I remember being younger and just like wanting to open that computer so bad.
Right.
Compared to now, it feels like it's 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Because
It's
now
interesting.
I used to listen to music and get so inspired, and it was such good music. And now, I'm not saying the music's bad now, but it just, something is not the same. And maybe I'm just an old head, but I don't think that either, because there's a lot of these new guys I really fuck with, like, and I listen to them. But
Do you think it's because you've been doing this for so long and you do so much outside of music as well, being an executive in our label, Bighead Music Group? You also help so many people in AA and in the programs you work in. These other parts of your life you see, and you start and finish. Things can start and finish. There's an input and an output, whereas with music, it's like, okay, I can open this laptop, but I could put all this work in and I don't even know what the end result is going to end up being.
yeah, and I think it is that. I think that it feels like gambling when you're making a beat, and You know, so I got sober 5 years and 8 months ago or something like that. And I've been in the rooms of like, I've been in studio sessions with really big artists.
Yeah.
And like you put so much time into it, and then you have to wait for the song to come out, or even for the guy to pick the beat, like the beat, get on the beat. Then the song has to come out. Then you have to do the paperwork. Then you finally get some little lousy ass money. You know what I'm saying?
And then hope it performs well.
Then hope it performs well. And then, so then you're going through that when you're going into making the beat now. You're like, fuck that shit. Like, I'd rather, and then you start telling yourself like, oh, you say if you take some time off, you start telling yourself like, damn, I lost the sauce. And so then it's all what we tell ourselves. Like, I start telling myself some negative shit. I start believing the negative shit. Then I start acting the negative shit. So then it's just like, you're just in this weird place. Then you start doing other shit in life, like signing people. And then that's going better than my own shit. And then you're doing other cool shit in just life outside, touching grass, doing things rather than being on a computer. And you start feeling good, and you're just like, you're having fun. I want to see the world, and I don't know. I think that also, though, if there was some music that was actually dropped, I mean, really, who has dropped that went crazy? I don't know. Like, we've had big artists.
Facts.
I mean, most of our artists right now are dead, in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, there's not many artists we have left to even work with unless they're like new. And then usually the new guys are like locked in with their little homies, you know? So it's like, it kind of feels defeating. So you're just like, you know? Right. But who knows?
How does it feel? You brought up, like, this is such a significant point. I don't know if it matters as much as an artist, because artists have so much going on. So I know there is definitely a thought process when an artist signs an artist that gets bigger than them. That must feel some type of way, especially the artists that can't manage their ego. But for a producer where there's not as many avenues of revenue, and it's like the one thing you have is like being a dope producer, whereas that, even the artist that might have another artist bigger, they could still be touring and stuff. How does it feel if you've signed somebody that
has bigger songs?
That right now, has bigger songs. It's like,
I don't even, to be honest with you guys, like, when I wake up in the day, I don't even think about songs. I wake up in the day and I'm just like so grateful to just have a relationship with God. Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't really go my day and like, fuck, I need 1,000 songs and who's this? I don't even really, I mean, I listen to like, I drive to ambient music with no lyrics and I pretend I'm in a video game. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
hard, bro.
Like, I'm just on some, I'm just feeding myself,
hard,
I'm just feeding myself different information. I don't, you know, I don't really think about it too much. I just think that's great. I want everyone to win. Like, I want the producers I don't know to win. Like, fuck, I don't care.
What was that transition for you, bro? At what point of, you talk about your journey and going through what you've gone through, where was that transition for you where it's like, bro, I'm gonna die, or this is the, it's now or never? Did you have that? Do you feel like you had that moment? In music and your journey, you feel me, through getting into sobriety, where was that transition for you, you feel like?
Well, in music, I knew that I had to do something. I had to really grind this out because I didn't finish high school. So I was like, I got to go as absolutely hard as possible.
Yeah.
And that's where that was. I remember just like not having no other desire but to pick up FL Studio and make beats every day. And I was like, if I don't do this, I told my mom one day, if I don't do this for a living, like, I don't want to live. Like, that's what I was on. And then that ended up working out for a while. And then my life crashed out. You know, I made money and I lost a lot of opportunity because of drugs. And it was clear and evident as time goes on. At first, I was making money and I was like, oh, fuck that opportunity. I don't give a fuck. I'm on. I made these songs. And then time goes and then you're like, wait, I'm really fucking up and I'm losing money. And then there was just a point where I woke up one day and I was in a bathroom and I did some drugs, but I didn't have another drug that I usually withdraw from, so I'm kind of in withdrawals, and I look in the mirror, and I'm looking around where I was living, and I go, what the hell happened? Like, how did it get here? And that was my moment to change. I called Alex, and then Alex found a man that accepted me to go to his treatment center with no money or insurance, and that was the journey. But since then, there's been so many different awakenings in my life in sobriety. You know, there's times where I was struggling in sobriety because all I was thinking about is like my ego and I need to get back successful, like where I get the #1 song and all this stuff. And then I went on tour. You know, I had all these breakthroughs. You just keep having. it comes down to, it's like when you think that like it's all over or something, you have, or this problem, a lot of people have like, oh, this problem I won't make it through. And then
Right.
you make it through that problem. Like, and every person has these problems where like, well, this is the one that's gonna fuck my life up. And you walk through it. It's like there's never been a time where you don't walk through it.
Right.
So now it's just like I'm to a point where if I am going through a problem or I'm faced with a challenge, I feel like it's a blessing from something that's giving me the opportunity to change something. Like, so I'm almost grateful for any pain I feel now or any adversity, because I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful. I'm getting this gift of adversity that is going to let me grow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just on that now.
Thing, bro.
And it all came to what I'm feeding myself. What information am I feeding myself throughout the day? We have a lot of information right at our fingertips.
Right.
So that could be, if you're feeding yourself shitty information, you're going to probably be like, do shitty results. If you're doing producing, if you're doing anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. It's inspiring.
When first getting sober, first 30 days, was getting back into music even a thought process for you, or was like a whole new world of like, I got to get shit back together?
And the start was
before you-
when? Give just for the timeline.
October 28th was the first day.
What year is this?
2019.
2019.
So I was in the treatment center and they let me use my computer one day and I tried to make beats and it was okay. I don't know. You're kind of defeated at the moment and you don't have your medicine that gives you confidence. So it's just you and every problem you could ever think about yourself. Mm-hmm. So yeah, music wasn't really focus. It was really just in survival mode, trying to make it another day sober.
You were asking me for instruments or to bring stuff there though, right?
Yeah, but I was kind of just trying to give myself like assurance or reassurance that like I'm a producer, because like I started questioning who the hell I was, like, because I don't know what I just got struck and sober out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, my thoughts, it was mind blowing, honestly. When I came back to reality, so I was like, who am I? So I was like, maybe I'll try to make a beat, but that first 2 years, I mean, I was questioning, it was like what I want to do. But then at 2 years, I met some kids and shit like that make beats and some homies, and it re-sparked my interest. But that whole 2 years, I was making music. I was doing it, but I was really insecure. But I was learning more than I've ever have, I felt like now I'm more talented than I was way earlier on. Like I'm way better now, but it just doesn't feel that same obsession. But around 2 years of sobriety, something started to happen where I was like, I really liked it again. And I grinded. I was grinding. And I was having a lot of opportunities, but I don't know what happened. Some of it came out, some of it didn't. It's all good. It's just it's the gamble, bro. It's crazy.
Right.
It's kind of psychotic. Like, it's hard to find peace in those moments of chasing placements. And I know other producers can relate. I have friends that are just stressing. You know, they're like, I just need that one placement. Right. That sounds like a fucking gambler. I just need that one bet.
That one to feel like
but I get it. But for me, I have to like, I can't think that way because my mind's too fragile, and I don't know.
What was that first major placement for you? That first.
I had this funny ass song called Kyrie Irving by Lil Cray in Cleveland, and that was my first song I got paid for. I got a royalty check that was like $15K or something. I was like, what? This is about to work, you know?
Yeah.
Wait,
but I was already making a bunch of money on SoundClick, so I was like, oh, it's cool. It's just
cool.
some more money, you know? But
what was that chick that her name? I thought there was this female artist that was the first.
Oh yeah. I was making beats for like 4 months at the time. Mm-hmm. And it was so bad. They were bad. I didn't even know like how to keep 808s in key.
And this is what year? 20.
Like probably before, like possibly like 2014.
Wow.
And it was this girl named Honey Cocaine.
Honey Cocaine, I remember.
Yeah, she was signed to Tyga, and I like got her email somehow and sent her a beat, and then the song just randomly dropped. No paperwork done, nothing. It just came out. That was a tight era because you would just go on Twitter and your song would be out. And there would be no paperwork. You're just like, I got a placement.
I got a placement.
Yeah, and then like, you would get like hit up a lot like by these random like hot new hip hop blogs. They'll be tagging you and shit. Yeah. Now it's like, that's not a thing. Now it's just like your song drops and then it gets like lost in an algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. It's like sifting. Yeah. That's interesting.
Back then in that wild, wild west time, that shit was wild west while streaming was figuring itself out. What was some of the, because I want to get into this talk about the challenges of the music industry today, but I want to first go back to then. What was some of the most insane shit you had to deal with on the industry side? Not artists, music, like people who are supposed to be professionals. Like what was some of the craziest shit you had to deal with back then?
I don't even know. Maybe just people just not paying you. It's just still happening today.
Yeah, you're right.
Labels saying we're gonna give you an advance and you never see the advance, or just labels not wanting to pay. These are labels with a bunch of money, and people saying these low advances, and it's shit's crazy. They'll be like, "We'll give you 2,000," and this artist is like touring around the world and shit, and they'll give you 2,000 for the beat. And it's like, bro, people's rent isn't even 2,000.
That ass.
I gotta do I have homies doing normal shit for more money than that, and I'm just like, what am I, you know? But and the rapper gets to tour and sell merch and do all this stuff, but
Right.
I don't know. Maybe just people. I mean, I signed a lot of. I was just like, I would just sign anything at the time. I wasn't thinking, and I just wanted to win, bro. Whatever it took to get there. Whatever it took, I just wanted, and I don't know if it was like my ego or what it was. I like to reflect on it and think, was I liking music? Did I like music, or did I like the attention? I always ask myself that. I don't know.
Is there any deal you've ever done you'd say today you regret, or was, because you were just signing whatever, but I know in some, like you just said, there's a strategy to it. I don't think I regret them because it's like got me to here, and I don't know. I think living in regret would like make me like not have peace, but I think I got something out of each one, even though like some of them were fucked, like the Lights Global deal. That was like stupid decision on my end, but it's like still like that was a little sketch, like especially because I was working directly with Pump. I don't know.
That was an era though. The Lights Global had an era.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Behind the scenes and stuff is a completely different dynamic.
Yeah, I would have moments like even in sobriety, I would think back, I'll catch like a crazy resentment and like tag them on Instagram and say, I want to fight you. And like,
I feel it.
I don't care about the money. Just catch my fade.
And it was correct me if I'm wrong, you guys were really in it. It was a collective, right? And it was was there a time they had a house, right? Where everybody was in one spot?
I don't know that.
That was much later.
It was later? Okay, my apologies.
Yeah, I wasn't around then.
So what was the dynamic of that relationship? And when did they come in?
It's just like I was all part of like at the time, like it was just me and Pump, like kind of our careers starting, and we just didn't know what to do,
Yeah.
And you just keep getting older and learning. I would say to a new producer, just fucking, you don't really need to sign like shit yet. I don't know. It's all on you and your game plan, because you could do it, and if you find someone that could help you, that seems like they can help you, sign that shit. Fuck it.
Right.
Or if you have some little bread that you could pick up off this shit, sign it, because that might be the last bread you get off this music.
I think that is. See, it's such a hard balance. We talk about this with every single producer,
Yeah.
but like, as much, and trust me, we go back with some of these issues with like the Lights Global and these people that were involved, and it was lots of bad business. But sometimes a bad business situation, because I've been in them with them as well, dealing with things. Nothing that ever lifted my career up. More helping people involved in that situation. But I've been in situations where I had done something that I knew was not I was like, this shit's gonna suck, but hopefully this suck brings me to.
Yeah,
and there's
somewhere.
gonna be something bad that comes with it. You're gonna have to carry a weight from that decision you make. It's a sacrifice. You're gonna lose something in that process.
Yeah, it's funny, like, bruh. This shit is just do whatever, bro. Ask God what to do. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's an interesting dynamic. And you really, bro, you're the king of kings of that era entirely of music. Because I look back, even when I started music in 2017.
Yeah.
Bro, it was SoundCloud. It was that X.
Well,
Pump.
my whole thing, bro, this is the
That
thing.
was an era, bro.
It was an era, but I was looking at it like, because there's a lot of producers even now, like, you see the producers with like their face covered, or they don't do no Instagram for like the mysterious thing. And,
Yeah.
Or like back in my time, it was more nerdy dudes, or like. So my whole game plan was like, I kind of seen Southside with the face tats and shit.
Yeah. You
I
had
already,
the hair.
I already had
you
face
dyed
tats
the
though.
hair too.
Like I had gotten like a couple of face tats early, but my goal was like, I want to be like this, like, what's the word for? Is it flamboyant?
Flamboyant is like
eccentric, like
Loud.
loud.
I wanted to
yeah.
be that type of producer.
Yeah.
And just
You were branding.
once I had put drugs inside of me, it like unlocked me. I was like, I want to be crazy, And,
Yeah.
But it kind of helped the image at the time, And, you know, I went through a lot of things. I did a lot of dumb shit, like the beef with Yachty, and then that led to me getting in beef with him. And I got a lot of clout off that. Just stupid shit that was like, but at the time, I don't regret it because, like again, it gets you where you are. It builds a story. It's a cool story to look back on and talk about it with people and shit. But
Do you think that stuff matters now? Like a producer needs to build an image now?
100%. Now you have to do it more, grind it more than you ever had because there's a good chance your placements will not get you shit.
Yeah, real rap.
So you're going to have to take those placements as stepping stones to build your Instagram presence and build something out of that, whether it's, I don't know, whatever, but you have to. Like, if you're not doing that, like, you better hope you get big songs every month or something.
Right,
You know?
for real.
Or sign a crazy pub deal and invest your money. I don't know, but
facts.
building an Instagram is everything right now. I mean, most of our days, I mean, if anyone watching this or if all of us check our phone screen right now, most of our days, which is sad, is spent on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So why would you not build that up? Which it's hard though, even for myself. I tell myself I want to build it up. See, I'm not on there that as much nowadays, but because I'm just trying to feed myself different things.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you got to get on there. It's hard to get on there, though. I'll be telling myself I need to do stuff on Instagram, but it's hard. And, you know, it's scary. You're going to put stuff out in front of the world. But
How much do you feel like during that time period of you saying, because everybody talks about now social media and content and branding and shit like that, you were very much ahead of the curve. Was it in proximity of just seeing the shit? You were being fed, I feel like, at that point, so much shit being around pumping all these cats and being an actual real pioneer of that. Was it proximity that was like, let me do this shit? Or was it like in your own, just like...
I was around just awesome people. I was around amazing artists at the time, you know, like I was around Peep, I was around Pump, I was around Smoke Perp, I was around Lil Tracy, I was around all these people. And also I was geeked up, so I'm just like, I thought I was, you know, and it was just perfect timing. And I would post things, I'll be with girls posting crazy stuff, and it was just the time was good. You know, you can't, like, I don't know.
Did you had like a viral moment, like, I don't remember if it was Twitter or did you do anything on Vine?
I actually, before I even, so that's how I started selling beats on SoundCloud was through Vine. I took people's Vines, the 6-second videos of them singing, and I would put beats behind people singing.
Wow.
Or like anything that had a rhythm. If it was like, even like, I don't know, anything that had rhythm on it, I would put a beat behind it. And I got big on Vine when Vine was big. And it was like the perfect moment to get big on Vine because it just happened. And I had a few Vines that went viral. So then I redirected everyone to my SoundClick. Yeah. And then I would get their numbers, people that bought beats off me. I would put my like a text-free number and then just blast people. Like, I just uploaded 5 new beats, doing deals, and I was having a little business. I wish it was like that today. BeatStars, it's, I don't know, maybe there's a new method, but I haven't figured it out.
Yeah, like BeatStars feels kind of at the point of it's getting to oversaturated.
There's just too much producers in general.
Yeah, it's too many.
There's a lot of us now. I mean, back in that time, it was very few producers. Yeah. It wasn't as many YouTube tutorials. There wasn't Reddit and all these places. Well, there was Reddit, but I don't know if we were posting drum kits on there. Yeah. It was hard to find drum kits. It was hard to find sounds. It was hard to, you could torrent stuff, but like it wasn't as accessible and easy to learn. You kind of had to learn as you go. There was a few tutorials, but they were ass. It wasn't showing you how to make loops and shit. Like, it was just like, this is how you install drum kits to your FL Studio. Right. And then this is how you lay it out in the playlist. Like, this is how you should master your... It was like, there were just shitty tutorials that kind of give you the basics.
What do we do now about producer inflation? There's just too many producers.
Inflation, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. It's producer inflation. Because you don't see, like, an insane amount of writers. We see a lot of artists, intermediate artists.
There's a lot of producers, I know, and I know a lot. I meet... Anywhere I go, even like outside of music industry, I can meet a guy that says, "Oh, I make beats." Like, it's crazy. I don't know. There's nothing to do about it. It could have been like, there should be like a fucking certificate you got to get. Yeah, to like do it. Certification. Yeah, because it really fucks it up for all of us, for even themselves, anybody that's, because then you get the 17-year-old or 20-year-old that's with his parents are willing to do it for free, and then that lowers the whole game because they could have so-and-so do it for free. Yeah. I mean, I think what happened was loops. It was easy to make a beat because you had guys that knew how to make loops, really talented dudes that know how to make loops.
Yeah.
And then you're just a guy that just opens up FL Studio, puts some 808s on it and some drums, and you're like, I'm a producer. And
You're really a beat maker.
You're really a beat maker.
yeah, I mean, call it what you call it, but it's all just a name. But and then you're just fucking now you're fucking clicking shit. And I don't know. I remember we used to have to like do everything from scratch.
Right.
What about a union? Producer union.
Producer union would be
Yeah,
sick.
that would be the sickest
That would
shit
be the
ever,
sickest
bro.
shit ever, yeah.
The producer union would
There
have,
is a producer union. I would probably want to make beats way more. It's
then
just so
you could have legal representation
It
built
would
into the
change the whole
union.
dynamic
It
of
sets a
everything.
minimum, and then you get protected in the union with the labels.
It would
You
change
build the
everything.
producer
I feel
rights.
like the industry is going that direction too, because I feel like even in the songwriter department, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but I am, as far as the Jazzies and shout out to Derek Milano and all of those cats, where it's now the juggernauts
yeah.
are, and then shout out to Leon Thomas too, of the transition of, he's always been an artist. All songwriters are really artists, let's be for real. But his transition and now having a major record with Mutt, these guys are now coming out like, yo, some shit's gonna have to shift behind the scenes of the industry, or it's not gonna be no longer us outputting and being taken away from.
The only problem why there can't be one is there's not enough people that would like
Stand behind you,
You
you feel
can't have
like-
like a strike. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
real
saying?
rap.
Like,
Because Netflix did it with the, but it's a whole different
Well, I mean,
entity.
you could, but quality would go down. But I don't think in rap people care about the quality, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
We
I
should
think
try
it's
it,
gonna
though.
be a resurgence though.
nah,
I
don't
think we should just try it and see what happens.
I mean, I'm already trying it.
Yeah, really. He said, I'm already
on
doing
that.
it.
See, Sunny Digital,
Yeah.
Southside, Lex Luger, all
Yeah.
of those producers is like that's who gave me so much inspiration.
Yeah.
I remember watching like the Jalo Beats, Lex Luger, Johnny Giuliano, Sunny Digital, Southside, hell of them. I would watch their videos on YouTube and like it was just so inspiring
Right.
at the time. And I don't know. I think like fuck, we need some bangers to drop.
Right.
So that, I mean, that leads to my
These are
question. I'm trying to know
resurgence.
what you're
I
gonna
need to
say.
hear some good music, bro. I've been bummed. I be pulling up albums. I'm like, hell yeah, New Music Fridays.
Who are you listening to right now that you feel like you fucking with?
Nobody. I'm not listening to nothing. I drove here on the phone, and then I'm gonna probably drive back, listen to a podcast. Like I don't know. I listen to the new stuff. I listen to the Net Spend, the Osama Sun, the Laser Dims. I listen to all, and I like it. The whole list. I could go down the whole list, but I get really inspired by big mainstream songs too, and the mainstream artists seem to like not be doing the job no more. For me, like it's just like even the numbers.
Yeah.
If you look at the numbers of album sales, it's
Yeah.
not there. But I don't know. Maybe we got to go back to like maybe I think a lot of these like big rappers, like let's say like Uzi, like it would be really cool to see Uzi go back to Molly Raw. I just want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgia. You know, like
Yeah, the
or
original.
go use a
creation.
DP beat again. That would be sick. I want to see that type of shit, and I think they should go back to their day one sometimes.
Yeah.
At least a few records on there. I think a lot of these new producers are really talented. I've been around them, and they're amazing. They're so inspiring. But sometimes when there's vocals on top of the beat, then I'm like, oh, it sounds like in my head. Maybe I'm just like something's wrong with me. It's probably my perception. I don't know. I'm not. But it sounds like so much sounds.
Yeah.
But sometimes I like it. Like with Laserdim, I like that shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes to these big other rappers that have their sound from years ago, I want to hear kind of the simple. I like how Gunna is sticking to his roots.
Yeah.
And using his same producers, and the quality and the sales are matching.
Are
it all.
matching it.
He's getting
developing.
big songs still with
Developing.
his same producers.
Right.
And so, because it's just like, we want that. I want that same feel for each of these big when you're established. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good segue because I wanted to ask you. That literally segues me into the question I wanted to ask you. I dove into it with Goxin, with his artist that he's developing right now, and they have a project coming out, and the importance of early on establishing that relationship to then build throughout your rest of your career. For you, with I'll say Pump, with the relationship you guys have now, how much of that for you do you feel like was understood even early on, or was it not a thought? We're just moving. What was that for your relationship to last now damn near a decade plus, or going into a decade, for you guys to be as far as you are now and the roles that you've continued to play? How much, just for the viewers and the audience, was established early on of a conversation, or was it on the fly? Like how would you go about that in that relationship with an artist of developing and building that relationship?
I think it was all accident, just sitting there and then making songs sometimes. The thing with me is I could have capitalized off all these situations a little much better than I did.
Yeah.
And learned more about producing at the time. Like I said, like now if I were, like my beats are way different now and way better, and just learned so much because I put the time in and I got sober and now I put the time in. But then it's like I was just kind of like, I was so lucky. I wasn't that talented. Like I was really just lucky, and I was happened to be there. Like, oh, I had some crazy hair and red hair, and I'm here. Let's make some beats. And any other producer could have filled my spot, honestly, because there's so many talented people. But I don't know. Personality is another thing. You got to be cool as fuck where people want you around.
What do you feel like he saw in you that kept the relationship going?
I don't know. I don't even know. That's just my boy.
Yeah.
Like, fuck the music shit. I just like hang out with my boy.
That's hard.
We talked about with Goxon, now that we've had these experiences and now we could tell Goxon, what was his name, Drop, the artist?
Yeah, Drop.
We're giving him advice like, it's great to see you partner with him. He didn't know about exclusive producer deals. He didn't know that he could sign an artist and then build together. We started doing that together at Bighead Music Group. This was after, kind of in the sunset era of the SoundCloud era. Is there something with the knowledge you have now and the business knowledge we have now, is there an artist, like you grew with Peep, you grew with Pump, you grew with Tracy. Is there a way you might have tackled things differently as far as creating your own partnership? And which artist would that be if you had the knowledge you had now?
Like with them, with those?
Yeah. Or maybe someone else that we don't need, that you also saw that,
I don't know. I think I wouldn't even take it in a business side. But I would appreciate the time that the experience, what's the word? I would appreciate the opportunity I have more and put more time into it. There's a lot of times I was not present or caring about realizing who I had around me and the opportunities I had.
Yeah.
And I would take more advantage of that and make more music. I would just focus on more music.
So you wouldn't even be worried then. Like, even with this knowledge now, you wouldn't have gone back and necessarily sign an artist. You'd have just focused more on...
Yeah, because I think at the time I was too young anyways. I don't think anyone could have took me as serious. Now maybe I would try to sign an artist.
I think they would have. Rojas did it. We did that, whatever you want to call that was.
Yeah, but also the way I was acting was you couldn't.
That's true.
I was probably more wild than the rapper. For sure. True. I was more wild than. I mean, they were telling me to chill out. All my friends, So I was just some dude that pulled up with FL Studio acting fucking out of my mind. But yeah, I would have appreciated the opportunity more. That's all. I would have made more songs.
I don't think people...
Even now, I would do the same thing.
As I hear through your story and stuff like that, you see a lot of the creatives and a lot of... Everybody has a different avenue, right? To get to where they're going. And you see a lot of different aspects, I feel like, of... I don't want to necessarily call it a crash out, but more or less the draw to us as creatives or certain creatives comes off of the backs of so much you going through it to then there's this transition to where now you have... Do you feel like in this era that it still weighs heavy of, just from your perspective, of a lot of the shit where you see the kind of bad sides or the wrong or the doing the wrong thing, let's call it. Of course, people love to promote. That's the media nowadays. People like to promote the bad shit.
Yeah.
To where, do you feel like in this era, or that there will come a time of a pendulum swinging where you can come with this new resurgence of positive energy 100%. To then get on? Do you feel 100%. Like it can be that? 100%. How do you feel like that would go?
I feel like that's about to be the next wave.
Really?
I'm about to feel like there's going to be I feel like there'll be a rapper that's on some real funny, positive shit. Kind of like, remember how Lil B was on that?
Yeah. And rest in peace to that one artist that just died from Philly. He was a positive artist, and he got caught in the stray of shooting him. He was promoting real positive stuff. Yeah. So that's why I kind of feel like, do you feel like it can be that? How do you feel like, because we see so many people creatively that come out with this, what would be perceived negative that gives them a platform, because now you're entertaining, but then you go through a resurgence.
Yeah, there is a lot of negative aura in the music industry, in every genre.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that some positive shit could happen. I think that I think there is a shift happening because I see a lot of in my friends that had a problem, or I see a lot of people like healing. But I would like to sign an artist, like if we were on the same type of mental, like type timing, like like I would like to sign artists and like really even get inspired by him and go crazy and see where I could take it with someone, some small artist.
Yeah,
that'd be fun, honestly. And
is there anyone you've seen at all?
Nah, not really. I don't really open my phone that much. I'm not lying. Like, if I open my phone, I'm on YouTube watching, like, fight shit or something. I don't know. I'm not watching, when I go on Instagram, I do see artists, but, dude, it'll take a lot for me to be like, man, this one could be the one. Because, like, even the one nowadays is not becoming the one. Like, there's people that have it all, and it's just, like, they're right beneath the level of... Because people don't understand how successful you have to be to make money off of a song.
Right.
I think they assume that they're at this level. If you're a rapper, you could just have a good fan base that buys your tickets and you're going to be pretty successful. But for the producer, like, you gotta find a really good big song to get there. Like, so even when I do see shit on the internet, maybe in like an A&R role or something, I don't know. Maybe I'm like, oh yeah, he could get signed from someone. Mm-hmm. But.
Do you have anybody you feel like, even for yourself, of the new resurgence of the energy, how could somebody like find a way to get in contact with you if you're not like?
I check my DMs all the time.
Word.
I write back to hella people.
Word.
Yeah.
So you would just say, shoot me a DM.
People hit me up, like producers and shit all the time, and rappers. But yeah, I would love to, like, even if it was like I would love to work with like some positive ass, but it got to be like kind of fly
rapper?
shit.
Yeah.
I would
even
if
Christian,
a Christian rapper that was on some underground wave. I would do that shit. I would be really hyped on that. But nah, like you have to have some aura with it though, you know?
Yeah, it gotta be. Yeah.
Even if it's like whatever that is, it has to be like some aura with it. Kind of like the new school type. I don't know.
Like in tune with what's going on.
Yeah, in tune with what's going on, but with your message.
And you feel like you would artist develop? Like you would love to be a part of that whole.
I would work with them all the time. Yeah, I would love it.
Yeah, that's hard.
I mean, I would if the music's hard to me, I would do it. It's just that I just haven't seen no shit that's hard, unless I'm looking in the wrong places.
I see you still like. Your comment when you comment on, luckily I can see your comments and they're the funny. They keep me the most entertained. Thankfully, like I can just see them. And I know on the producer spotlight page you're active because you have a strong opinion on producers in the community now. One of the things you constantly say is that producers are nerds.
They are.
What do you mean by this?
Just nerds. Like they don't do anything. They don't go outside. They don't take care of themselves. Some of them do though. I know some producers that take care of themselves and on their shit. I don't know. I think it's also from resentment to some of it, but I just see like sometimes I see shit posted and it's like so negative.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, I didn't want to see this. And I'll see just some dumb shit and I just want to be like, bro, I hate you all. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to be in a room with none of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's just so nerdy. It's like and another thing is because I've been in rooms with producers. I've been in studio sessions and you'll hear one of them just like so nerdy inspecting songs and like hating on how so-and-so made the beat, or like you'll be cooking with them and they want to use this certain sound and it's like, bro, you dork, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we fucking play around on computers with our fingers. It's like, it's just kind of dorky. I don't know. It's just like, bro, we're just producers. We're not flying airplanes. We're not that cool, bro. Everyone can do this. If any of us in here in this room could eventually learn 6 months on YouTube and FL Studio, you'll learn how to add a kick drum, 808, hi-hat, and a roll. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With your own, so I think that, I don't know. I just think, I don't know. I just see sometimes the comments or I'll see like a post and I'm like, this is so lame.
So for yourself, do you feel like, from your journey, how much do you feel like, if you're saying you was developing, you was learning, you feel like you're way better than you were back then, how much do you feel like the influence of social media and clout and these things played a role in a lot of the branding aspect played a role in a lot of placements that you ended up landing outside of just talent? How much of influence
Yeah,
you
for
feel like
sure.
played into
More
it?
of my branding was more of it in like my personality than my talent. I'm for sure. I'm always second guessing myself. That's probably my biggest problem. But I don't know. I do think that I have an ear though. I do believe that. I do believe that I know when something is not a hit and when something is. There's like this certain simplicity behind it, but also with enough sounds. Like it sounds complex but simple and just soothing. So and that usually becomes the hit. I mean, even times when on a night when I listen to a new album that drops and I pick the song, like I know this is gonna be the one.
Yeah.
So when I'm hearing a beat being made or I'm in the studio with my homies making a beat, I could just tell like this shit is ass. Cause it's just like, it might sound complex and cool,
Yeah.
but I'm like, this is not it though. Like
Are you
I really
willing-
like to think about the writer or the artist on it.
Yeah.
From the beginning of producing till now, are you more willing now? Like, how often do you remember in the beginning continuing on shit that you knew was like, this is not fucking it, but yet we're gonna keep doing it because no one in this room's gonna say it's not it? To now, would you now say, or even
I
if you're
delete
with
that
the
shit
rapper?
so fast now.
You're like, no.
Or I'll say it. Or I just like, if I'm collabing with people and I'm like, this shit is ass, I just like sit on my phone. It's not ass because no one else. Like usually I might be the one that started the ass. You know what I'm saying? I started the beat, and then my homies are hyping me up like, nah, this is hard, and I'm like, trust me, it's not, bro.
It's not.
It's not. But I think it's cool to save your projects.
Yeah.
I think you should save your projects all the time because you could come back to that shit and it just be a loop, you could play that in front of a rapper and they're like, oh, this is hard, and then your other homeboy might come around and touch it and make it better.
Yeah.
So
What's your favorite beat?
I think it's really good to put other producers sometimes on songs with another perspective, and I think it's nice to like start ideas and then maybe have your homeboy that you believe in come add his thing on there.
Yeah.
You're just gonna give a percentage of, but I think that could make a song better.
You do a lot of stuff outside of music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Most of my day is things that are not revolving around music.
I want to talk about Muay Thai because that one was so cool for me to watch you do. Has that been like, wait, how many months has that been out? Has it been 6?
I've been doing Muay Thai for 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Oh, you whooping ass.
Yeah.
You breaking arms and limbs and shit.
Nah, I'm getting my ass whooped. Most
Yeah,
of the
but
time. It's fun. You're hitting each other.
When we first started working together, though, you're skinnier.
So you
Obviously, it
sparring
helps
and shit?
looking being on.
Like sparring and everything?
Yeah, I sparred on Friday.
Wow.
But you're lifting. You lift too, right?
I lift. I wake up 7 a.m. I do like some strength training in the morning.
Yeah.
And some days I'll break it down like, so the split is like I'll lift a certain amount of days, and then the days that I'm not lifting, I'm doing more cardio. But each day I'm kind of doing cardio, like. But I'm going to Muay Thai like 5 times a week. So I will lift in the morning and then hit Muay Thai midday or nighttime. I don't know. I like to do it. And it feels like it's like a mind meditation almost. And I just like the excitement. I like the pain. Like I got kicked in the leg and I have like these big leg bruises on my leg right now. Like they're blue. And just the pain waking up next morning, it just feels like, it's just, I don't know. I get like, it's like a natural high.
Like productive pain.
Yeah, and I think it's good. I don't think a lot of men don't realize how a lot of men overestimate their ability to fight until you go in that gym and then you go to sparring for the first day and you go, holy fuck, I don't even know how to block a punch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of, I was like, oh, I'm going to be good. And then I went there that first time sparring and I mean, even just seeing things come your way and then a leg come towards your head, you're flinching a lot at first. Like, I remember flinching so much, and now it's like, now everything feels more slow motion. If I could see things and I'm not flinching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The rap is built off of so much misplaced ego. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna do this. Come see me outside. It's mostly completely inflated bullshit that no one's actually gonna fill on. You've called out a lot of people. You've been in fights before. How much has your confidence raised in these last 9 months and compared to what you actually know you could do that you've probably talked about or been involved in over the past 5 years prior to having Muay Thai in your life?
The thing with fighting is you could get caught at any moment. Right. Anyone could get caught. That's one thing. So, but I know I have more confidence now that I know that I could defend myself from punches pretty much and kicks for the most part. And I know I have more conditioning than most the average. because of the working out, because of the conditioning aspect.
So it might even just be you could literally.
I could just run longer than them. If I had to run away, at least you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I could run longer than you. If that's the case, if I have to run or evade, I could protect myself better. Cause I believe I'm in better shape. I know I am.
Yeah.
Because when I first came, my cardio was bad. I would get tired fast, and now I get tired less. You know.
Yeah.
I know it because the same people I've been sparring, I get hit less and stuff like that, and I could land punches more or whatever, you know. And I'm starting to everything seems slower. I remember I just felt so overwhelmed by punches and kicks, and you're sitting there like, holy shit, what do I do? There's a hook coming to my head, and then a straight punch coming to here. Then there's a kick on my leg. But now you can see all of it. Really, it feels like you're in slow motion. So I imagine, you know, like fighting would feel less is foreign.
Yeah, damn.
So. I think that the most of the people in music, rappers, I mean, some of them may have been in a lot of street fights, and they probably have some experience, and that's good. And so you can't discredit those ones.
Yeah.
But there's also some that are very out of shape, and I don't look at them as tough.
Right.
I mean, unless there's weapons involved, I guess. But just a normal. Well, if you want to catch a fade, just whatever. You know? I would like to. I always have that type. I have always had resentment towards rappers being a producer because you're just the guy behind the scene, and there's a tendency for rappers to kind of like be dickheads to producers. And now I would not put up with that the way that I have in the past. I used to just like because I was like I need the placement. I'll be the yes man. And now I'm not on that. Yeah, I want to have respect for myself, and I don't give a fuck about your little song.
Would you do a celebrity boxing match?
100%. I would love to.
Who would you want to? You don't have to answer if you want to. But who would like to line it up? Anybody?
Yeah.
Artist or producer?
Artist or producer.
Wasn't there some talks?
Or label executive. That'd be fun.
That would be hard.
Beating some A&R's ass.
That would be hard.
Yeah.
That would be hard with a label exec.
Come out.
I mean, I could get cooked. I'm not even trying to sound. I could get dropped. Like but I'm not scared of that no more. I mean, I used to be in fear of that.
So that's more about knowing that you at least could come to the plate with
that. Would be fire though. With an exec would be crazy.
I do. I like doing athletics. You know, I grew up racing motocross, so going into Muay Thai is fun. It's demanding and it hurts, and I'm so sore right now. Like I hit leg like 2 days. I'm still hurting, and I went on sparring day on Friday. I hit legs, and I have this huge bruise here, and you know I've been elbowed. I had a black eye from elbows.
Yeah. The truth is, I think most producers, they get into producing because everybody wants to be in the spotlight, so they find production because maybe they can't be an artist, but a lot of it comes down to, like you said, being a nerd.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them would look up to the position you're in being in Muay Thai because we talk a lot about producers being on the shit end of the artist they're working with
100%.
stick and having to take their shit. Now, regardless of what anyone thinks about where anyone's at in your career, no artist can really talk shit to you.
Get these hands, bro.
Right?
Nah,
in
they
a
can.
studio room.
I'm still, the thing is, and I'm still that producer. I'm still like, I am that nerd.
Yeah.
But I am not gonna, I don't wanna I don't give a fuck about what kick or snare was used. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like, just like so wild.
It used to be like a prideful thing, like, I did that. You feel like you had that back then?
And also, I don't underestimate no man. I swear, like, there could be that, there's always that risk. I'm just not scared no more.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. And, or I believe a little bit more in me, just as a man. As a normal man, take a production, take everything out of it. Man against another, or a man around another man, I feel like I have more self-respect for myself. And my relationship with God is different now. And it's just like, a dude, I'm just like,
so you're a man, bro.
I'm just like, I also have respect for other men.
Right.
So that's it's just a whole new dynamic in my life, like how I view people. And there was a one time recently where like this manager guy, fucking lame ass dude, like pissed me off in the studio. His artist was coming over. He said some shit about like I have to collab with his producer because the rapper won't get on my beats unless it's with his producer. And I was like, I'm going home to go to sleep. I don't even be up at this time. I'm here because I don't even want to be here. I don't even want to work with these. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I love getting to bed early and doing my routine. So I'm at the studio. I'm like, bro, if that's the case, I'm not going to bend over for your producer, like, or that artist. I'm out. And I pretty much told bro that he was a dork, and I left. Like I was like, that shit
that
is
was
lame.
Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil,
Sometimes you gotta stand on your tens though.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fucking out of here. I'm gonna go home. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
This is not that what it used to be.
I found that the less, I don't know, bro. We care about so much things so obsessively. Like, I'm just in a place where I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't care really.
I love where he's at now.
I love
because
that, bro.
He actually would call.
Aura.
Back in the day, he would call someone out in a fight, but now actually, they know now.
You can't.
But they could
They
cook
know
me.
now, but also
doubt it.
outside of
They
that,
could cook. I got cooked on Friday night.
Yeah, fighting other fighters.
yeah, like a real fighter though. But then I feel like you
I was
have
like
discernment.
sparring Ned. Ned's like my homie, Mac Ned, and he's been doing it much longer than
He's
me.
also
And
twice your height.
Yeah,
so
he's bigger than me, but he was cooking me, and I was like, damn.
he's a good person to train against, so I guess you
That's
better.
fire though, bro.
He's like 6 feet tall.
There's some talks about you, because I know Aiden's doing his celebrity boxing thing.
Yeah.
Working on that, which is so dope for him to pursue, because there's so much
Yeah, I was
money in
talking to Pump's people about that. Like they were trying to get on that, do one of those. But that shit's growing fast. I keep telling them too. I really want to do that.
If there's someone you could pair with, not on some like angry, oh,
Yeah.
I want them shit. Who would you like to fight in this? It doesn't necessarily have to be a producer. That'd be really cool if it was. But like, who would you like to pair up with in the celebrity boxing world if there's someone that you could fight?
I don't know. A rapper though. It would be a rapper. I just don't know who. Who would I like? I don't know anyone, bro. I don't care.
That'd be
I just want to
hard,
do
bro.
it. I want to
I'm
do it
behind
because I
that.
want to feel the nervousness of coming into the ring and
Yeah,
just
the
the
jitters.
uncertainty. I want to feel that like high. I want to experience that feeling and then the possible of a victory and just overcoming like your thoughts of not being enough or all the negative thoughts leading up to it and then getting through it. Even if you lose, it's like I made it through it and I'm good. Like I
Yeah.
made it through. I survived it. But
That's hard.
I want to live that. But I don't know who. I can't think of no one because it's like, fuck, I don't even give a fuck. Anyone that's like kind of relatively my size, that would be nice. But who? I don't even know.
What about a producer?
Producer?
Not on some angry shit. Just like
Yeah,
yo,
just on some
it'd be
just
fun,
fair
to
fun
fair
shit.
fight.
On some
Yeah.
fun shit.
I don't really. I feel like producer is too much of my people. It'd be more of a rapper.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I feel like a rapper would be doper, low key.
Producer. I'm trying to think of one my size. I don't know. I can't think of one.
Do you think that of all producers,
Who have I yelled at on producer spotlight comments? I don't know. Who have I yelled at?
who is he talk shit about on some producers? About
No, I didn't talk shit, but I was disagreeing with
just
something.
disagreeing
I can't
with
think of it. I don't know. Yeah. Nah, I don't know. It'd probably be a rapper. It'd
That
definitely
makes
be a
sense.
rapper.
You'd be the leader of the producers against. So
Yeah.
wait,
I want to.
You'd be the
Yeah, I
leader.
want to.
You might
I
be
want to
able-
stand
wait,
up
wait,
for.
so we-
I
you
have
might-
love for producers.
We might be able to build a producer union off your war against. We do this one battle.
That would be
of
hard,
producer versus
bro.
rapper.
That'd be sick.
And
That'd
if
be
Bighead
sick,
wins,
bro.
a producer union must be established.
That would be sick, bro.
Wild card, throw an A&R in the ring. By
That'd
the
be
way,
sick.
speaking of which, Eli just texted me. He needs a Dropbox for baby Kia.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, I swear to God. Right.
That's hard.
That's hard.
I see if he texted me too. No, he didn't text me.
That's hard, bro.
He just texted me.
That would be dope.
He's like, "Can I get Dropbox for baby Kia?" I got him in recording all week.
Yeah, I need to send him something. I fuck with Baby Kia.
APGers.
So we don't have necessarily have a producer.
I can't think of any producer, bro.
That would be fire though. I personally would pay to see that. I would enjoy that.
course.
I would like to be a part of that. Cause I can see it. I can see you doing that. I could really see you thriving in that. Just on some like, not even no animosity.
I'm not gonna lie.
and extras.
Hey,
like, on some just
I showed homage
fun
to the Gunna producers earlier, but
Yeah.
it'd probably be one of them because I felt like when I was around them, like all of them, anyone who worked with Gunna, I felt like I got egoed. But no hate or nothing. But I'll
Yeah.
do that.
It would
I
be,
felt
yeah,
I
what's
felt
his
like I got
name?
egoed this one time, and I was kind of butthurt about it.
Yeah.
I'd run that. Shout out to them though. They're so talented, and
Yeah,
I
for
respect
sure.
everything they're doing. But I did feel some type of way. I was like, damn. But maybe it's just maybe it was all in my head.
Yeah.
A lot of times everything is in my head and what I'm telling myself. So, but whatever.
It's on some fun shit.
Yeah.
It don't even
That'd
gotta
be
be no,
fun.
it just be
That'd be
fun
fun.
shit. Cause a lot of niggas be going in. I be seeing it. Soldier Boy is notorious for the extras. Shout out to Soldier, but it could be on some calm shit, on some fun shit. That'd be cool.
Would it be Taurus?
That'd be cool.
You could get it. It's whatever. Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
But shout out to them. They're all doing their
Do you
thing.
think? Wait, okay. I have a good wrap up question. But actually, do you think any producer could see you?
They probably all of them probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Because at the end of the day, someone could.
I'm not
always
special. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? I respect it, bro. I respect it. That's how I know this motherfucker probably get
No,
down.
I'm
with niggas.
ass. No, I'm ass. I'm getting there. Maybe give me 6 more months.
You're
Nigga
supposed. You
wanna
were
see you on
supposed.
that
You're
time.
supposed to go to Thailand and train out there too, right?
Yeah, I want to go, or me and my friends. That'd be fun. I was in Turkey.
It's
I went in
different out
Turkey.
there,
Turkey
bro.
was so sick. I trained out in Turkey for like 4 days.
I was gonna say, did you train in Russia? Them motherfuckers.
I wanted to. I was supposed to train in Russia, but
That'd've
I
been
woke up the
banging.
next day and I was like so tired. I was like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm gonna eat some food,
Yeah,
go see the
motherfuckers
city.
over there, you probably be like,
I
motherfucking
love
Thanos by
I
the time
love
you came out
Russian.
to Cali.
That's why I was so
Damn.
Train
hyped.
with
to-
bears.
If you was training, bro, on some motherfucking, what's bull name? Bro, if you would have been training with the motherfuckers in Russia, boy.
I
them
love the
motherfuckers
Russian
is
fighters.
Different.
I like them out there. And
They different over there, bro. I don't even want to know what that routine looked like. Motherfuckers carrying bears and shit, is backpacks.
So, yo, producer spotlight. We shared a interesting topic, and I think this has been building for the producer spotlight page, with so many producers talking about like increasingly how hard it is
Yeah.
to have a presence until Bighead beats up an A&R and an artist and demands a producer union. But until we get there, what do you think's harder, being a producer or working a 9 to 5?
working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, the only thing with a 9 to 5, you get paid. Being a producer is gonna possibly look like sleeping on people's couches until you come up, trying to get some money here and there until you really make it. You know, you go. I have friends that do 9 to 5s, and I have friends that are upcoming producers and established producers.
Yeah.
What I noticed in both of them is one has consistency and what's the word, man? I'm
Structure.
structure. Yeah, one has they have a routine. They have stability, and the producer is often one moment has money, the next moment doesn't have money. 1 minute worried about placements, the next minute feeling on top of the world because you got a placement yesterday. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I have friends that did music and now not doing music and they're in something else and they're thriving better than when they're in doing music. It's all up to you, bro. I don't know. It's a weird time to get into music, I believe, right now with the podcast era coming out, the reels, the so much things going on. So you're going to have to try to adapt to all that. I don't think that just placements are enough. I don't. Unless you're getting the craziest ones that year and you sign a pub deal, take that pub deal.
Yeah.
Because that might be your only pub deal. And take that money and do something with that money. If I would have done something with my money when I first did it, I probably would have been way better off than, you know what I'm saying? I should have done that. But if you're not doing that, I don't know. And if you're not locked in with a specific rapper that's popping huge and you're with them every day and you're cooking up and you're on every album that comes out, then it's hard. It's gonna be hard to survive. I have the upcoming producer right now I know sleeping on couches or at the cribs at their parents' house or getting assistance from their parents still.
Yeah.
You know, I see that a lot out of people I know, and I see a lot of people that had really big songs that aren't doing that well now, and they had to downsize in life. But then I see my friends on the professional side doing 9 to 5s or doing normal shit, and some of them are just getting by. It's all different.
Right,
It
it's all
depends on the
different
job. It depends on your job.
Right.
Because there's actually sick jobs out there. And then there's also producers that are killing it I think that a lot of the pop producers that aren't in like doing pop or doing country, they're fucking thriving, or doing Spanish. They're going crazy right now. They have a lot of money. I know some of those guys. And they're on another level.
You're one of the early cats that put me on the Peso Pluma, bro.
Yeah,
I remember when you told me on the early wave. You're the one that put me on that, and he was small back then. So you have foresight. I want to ask two last ones. I know we're trying to wrap up.
And I got one final close.
I want to ask you one. Give me your favorite placement or favorite beat that you cooked up that came out, whether it performed the way you expected to or not. What's your favorite song that you produced?
It's always going to be Little Tracy Pictures because it was just such a symbolic moment. Like, that was our first song. We like that day, the day that led up to that song being made was like just so, it was just like crazy. And from there, like a whole era started. I was really the first song.
And how long were you into production at that time?
Probably 2-3 years.
Wow.
I think, yeah, something like that. It's hard to think. I would have to like go look at the list because I have a lot of random little songs that people don't even know about, even that came out recently. You know,
What's one? Okay, now you're making me have to ask another question before
go
this
ahead.
final closing questions. What's one of the songs that we've done? You know, we hate one of the things we hate the most is rappers not putting records out. We have a bunch of songs that no one's heard yet.
yeah.
What's
Oh
one
my
of the
God,
favorite? What's one of your favorites that you, or even if it's not your favorite, that you're like, this one should have came out?
The Sway Lee song.
The Sway Lee song.
I like the Sway Lee
Puberty?
song. Yeah, that's a good song. What other one? There's some Sosa songs. Yeah. There's some songs I don't even have with people that I've heard. I don't know.
Which ones?
I can't even think right now. My brain, dude. My days are so insane now, like being a fucking dad. I can't even think.
So let me get to this last one. This is a polarizing question, and I think there's no better producer to ask than you in the entire producer community. Is there a point in time when a producer should consider quitting? And when would that time be?
Quitting? You don't have to quit. But deciding like, all right, this is not working. I should go seek some like money.
Because there's a difference between quitting and
I
knowing
think
you've had
this
enough.
is what I think. I think that every producer, do not put your eggs in one basket. Have hustles. I have always had side money, like doing things on the side, whether it was selling beats online or other things. Like make money, whether it's a little job with your homie, an online job, whatever it takes. Go to school. All that stuff is all good stuff. Always have money, so you're not stressing while you're sitting there on the Fruity Loops going, oh, this one needs to be the one. This one needs to be the one. I need to find the next rapper. I need to get it. I just have that where you have money flowing in and you're making beats, having fun, and then you have the less stress. You're sending things out and all that, and you're not worried about money. Just don't worry about why worry about money and put your eggs in one basket. Like, I'm gonna be only a producer.
Right.
Go get money. Don't close doors. It's always nice to have doors open in all aspects of life because you just never know what it leads to. That's abundance.
This is my final one to you. One thing, I ask it every episode, but one thing that you know now, where you're at through your entire journey, if you had to talk to your younger self when you was really getting into the thick of shit, one thing that you know now that you would tell your younger self, you can do it 30 seconds. Just file out. One
You're
thing.
about to be cooked. That's what I would say. It's gonna be over, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Explain that.
Bro, I had all these big songs in 1 year, and then quickly it zeroed. There was a moment I had negative dollars in my account. You know what I'm saying? From having good amounts of BMI checks because of drugs. You know, so I would just tell myself like, bro, chill the fuck out. Like, look how beautiful you have it. Look how lucky you are. There's kids that are living in a random state in the middle of America that wish they were in that position, that would grind way harder. I'd tell myself, grind harder, bro. Lock in. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell myself, fucking find God. That's all I'd say.
Is there anything we have to look out for you coming up? I know you spoke about fatherhood and stuff like that. Is there anything you want to speak on? Just a shot at your daughter or anything of that nature?
Nah, I'm chilling.
I like that.
Well, shout out my daughter, obviously. She's the GOAT, you know? She's the best. She's the love of my life, you know? The best thing that's ever happened to me. If you're on that wave that you're like, oh, I don't want to have kids, you're an idiot. Like, it's the best thing in life is to have a child. And if you're not doing that mission because you're so selfish and you need your life to be the exact way, bro, it's the best thing to see a kid go through changes and see them have their struggles, them cry, everything, the crying, the annoyance of them. It's all the blessing of life. The whole purpose of being here. And motherfuckers are like, well, I want to go do some fucking cool shit. Like, I want to go be a hot girl. I want to go be a hot boy and do hot boy shit. You're an idiot. No, I'm serious, bro. It's the best thing is to have a kid. So I always see that a lot with this new generation. They're like anti-kids. And so it's the greatest thing. I'm so lucky.
And you had your child in the thick of everything?
I had
or
a child,
after?
and thank God. It was unplanned, and I'm so blessed. I've been blessed this whole time with struggles, with great things. It's all on purpose, and people don't see that. I really believe that we have a spiritual problem in this world right now. And I think a lot would change if you opened your mind. Like, it's all a blessing. The bad shit that's happening to you, the good shit that's happening to you, all that shit is amazing. It's like so great. You got to find the good. Like, there's so much good in struggle because of that pain is great. It's a good pain. The annoyance of a little girl crying, it's such a lot of people are like, oh, my God, they cry too much or they're too much work. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Just our perception is terrible in this society. We're in this new age. We're really cooked right now. It's sad. It really is.
So, Biz, you're going to have the kid next?
Man, I'm on hush mode.
You just can't overthink it.
Can't overthink it.
You just got it comes it comes. Let's get it done. But no, I don't know. I'm just so lucky. I mean, I got blessed with a child at a time when I shouldn't have had a child, right?
Yeah.
But we never know how things are going to go.
Learning on the fly.
Yeah, it's amazing. She's 6 years old, bro.
That's
We
crazy.
appreciate
That
you,
shit has
bro.
been 6 years. That's unbelievable.
Your influence, everything you've done for the culture as a whole, bro, your journey. I feel like a lot of people are going to be able to learn from this. I learned from you. We've had studio sessions together, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Seeing your energy, your aura, how you carry yourself as a man, bro, and just your experiences. I feel like I learn from you every second you talk, bro, and our relationship through Alex and everything like that and just us bonding as a community, bro. I really, really appreciate you, so.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that.
Thank you for being you, bro, for real. And I feel like a lot of people are in this time period where they're transitioning. They're either going through it and they're in the thick of it and they're still trying to find their way. All of us, including myself. Mm-hmm. Hearing your story, bro, is very inspiring, bro. And thank you for just being you. That's why I want to give you your flowers, bro, because I know it wasn't easy. I can't imagine. You're the only one that lived it, you feel me?
Yeah.
Alex being a part of it and the role that he's played throughout it.
Yeah.
But just, you're special, bro. So thank you.
Thank you.
Being you, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate that.